time to pick our April TBR. I cannot wait. We're gonna try to make the TBR videos more sustainable, so I'm gonna pick 5 today. This is my jar full of little challenges, little prompts, and then I'll pick stuff from my shelves that I haven't read yet that I wanna read in the month, and this is how we'll pick our TBR. Let's pick number 1, which is... You guys wanna see it first? A book that's set outside of the United States. Okay. Very exciting. We could pick Miss Percy's Pocket Guide to the Care and Keeping of British Dragons because I'm pretty sure this takes place in England. It does, so we could try this. Yes, this is what I want to read. This is what I'm gonna pick for this prompt. Book number 1. Book number 2 is going to be this one. I'll let you guys read it again too. That's long. What does that say? A book with a number in the title. Ooh, I know exactly what I'm thinking. I just picked this up in the bookstore. This is one of my most anticipated books of the year. It's 50 Beasts to Break Your Heart and Other Stories. I have been looking for an excuse to pick this up, so this will be absolutely fantastic. Yes! This is Jenna Rose Nethercott's 2024 release. I read Thistlefoot when I was reading the 2022 Goodreads Choice Awards nominees, and I absolutely loved it. It completely took me off guard. I was slugging through the fantasy section, which is just a lot of really long books, and I was trying to do it for videos, so it was a bit exhausting, and Thistlefoot was one of the books that I wasn't going to pick up on my own, but I'm so happy that I did because I absolutely loved it. It is a Baba Yaga retelling. I thought it was fantastic. I'm really excited to pick this up, which is a short story collection, and the back promises that this will explore the abomination within us all. The illustrations are horrific, so I believe the abomination promise will be fulfilled. Okay, battery died, but we are back to pick number 3, which is some pink handwriting for you to read. Has an animal on the cover. Well, this has an animal on the cover. This has an animal on the cover, but I guess we can't use either of those. This is something that I really want to read, and I don't really think I can call any of this animals. There's a skull and a lot of flowers, but no animals. Let me see if any of my library holds are about to come in and if they have any animals on the cover. Ooh, okay. Our Hideous Progeny, and it looks like many animals on the cover. We've got some mice, some sea creatures that looks like possibly a dolphin. There's an eye. That could work. This is supposed to be like a historical sci-fi Frankenstein type story. So we could try that. We could stick with our cozy fantasy train. I have the Dragon of Yanis, which is super short. I have this also from the library, so we could try that. You know what? I've been on kind of a cozy fantasy binge lately. I think I want to do the Dragon of Yanis, and that'll be a nice little short read that I can make sure that I have time for. Apparently we have this dragon that keeps stealing things from the village, and this person, Sir Violet, goes to the dragon's cave and negotiates the item's return. But one day the dragon takes a person and puts a person in their hoard, and we end up discovering a more complex mystery and going on a quest accompanied by the missing baker's wife and the dragon himself. This sounds like a really sweet short story, so I'm excited to add that to the list. We have 2 more things to select. Let's grab something from the bottom. I feel like there's some stuff down here that has like never been chosen before. Try this one. Oh, this is a really good prompt. Okay, this is something inspired by the last TV show that I watched. What was the last I don't really watch TV anymore. I think the last TV show I watched might have been Drive to Survive, the Formula 1 show. I'm not really sure that I can equate that into a book. Oh, you know what? I can, because Gunther Steiner wrote a book and I've been super curious about it. So maybe this is my excuse to try it out. I'm gonna see if I can get it from the library. If I can't, maybe I will read a sample. I'm not committing to reading this whole thing, but I will try it out and let you guys know what I thought of it, because I have no idea if any of you are going to care about this. So let me know in the comments if you are an F1 fan. But Gunther Steiner, who's the former principal of the Haas team, wrote a book about his time in F1, and he's very much a personality in the F1 circuit. So that might be fun to read since F1 was the last thing that I watched. Okay, our last one. We've been all over the place today. This jar has kind of had it in for us. All right, this one's got some dog fur on it. We love that. Oh, perfect. It's a library book. What library book are we going to select? Let's find out. We already have a library book on our quest here. Let's see what's gonna come up. Okay, well, I do have Expectation by Anna Hope on here, and this is something that I'm wanting to read for my motherhood vlog that's, I think, gonna come out in May. And this is a novel. It's fiction that's in London. It's 3 college friends who are now in their 30s, and I think one of them is in her first year of motherhood after an unplanned pregnancy. One of them is trying to become pregnant, not having success with IVF treatments, and the other one is completely unattached, no kids. And we're kind of following their relationships with each other and how children are like affecting that. So I'm really curious to see how this is gonna go. This is something that I've been wanting to read for the motherhood vlog, and I think this will be good to actually get me to read it. So that is the 5th book that we are choosing today. You know what? I don't know. 5 is not enough. I'm picking more. I'm picking more until I feel like we have what we need. Okay, a book by a favorite author. Well, let's look on my most anticipated books of 2024 because we could pick up one of those. I think I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on a copy of Space Opera. Kat Valente is quickly becoming one of my favorite authors. I read Comfort Me with Apples, loved it. Then I read Deathless, and it's one of my favorite books that I maybe have ever read. And I just recently read The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in a Ship of Her Own Making, and that was also adorable. All different genres. The writing, impeccable. I'm always extra impressed when an author is fantastic in multiple genres, and this is her science fiction book, and it feels very tongue-in-cheek. Like feels like a parody on like the Eurovision Song Contest. It's a galactic version, so it's an interspecies music contest, and it sounds hilarious and strange. And I'm really curious to see what this is about. Super rogue pick. Let me know if you've read it. I'm really desperate to know if other people are enjoying this, because I'm willing to read anything that Kat Valente picks up, but I would like to know what I'm getting myself into. Okay, I think let's do one more. Okay, something fell out. That's what we're gonna read. It's this one. What does that say, my friends? A new release. Does that mean we get to go buy something? That's exciting. What's coming out in April? I think The Angel of Indian Lake is coming out in April. Or actually, I just got approved for the arc of The Midnight Feast, which is coming out in June, and I would like to read that. And I also just chatted over email with this author who has a cozy fantasy that's coming out soon, and I think they're gonna send me an arc of that as well. Ooh, you know what I actually should read? You Know What You Did is an arc that I've gotten from NetGalley. I've had it for like months now, and I really desperately need to read this, so that is the thing that I'm gonna make sure that I read. But it's not the thing that I'm gonna put on my TBR, because I think I put it on a TBR in the past, and that's annoying. So we're gonna put The Midnight Feast on my TBR because I don't know when I'm gonna get access to this other arc, and I have The Midnight Feast in my inbox right now. So this is Lucy Foley's new book. I've now read 2 books by Lucy Foley. The Guest List was my first one, really liked it, and The Paris Apartment was my second. I also enjoyed that. I absolutely love how Lucy Foley's books have these like archetypes in there. So in this one, we have Welcome to the opening weekend of the Manor, a luxury resort built on top of old secrets in an ancient wood. The founder, the lover, the mystery guest, the kitchen help, the detective, all have an agenda, all have a past, but not everyone will survive. Super excited about that. One of my most anticipated reads of 2024. And it feels very The Menu coded, and I adore that movie. So really curious to see how that ends up. I think that's everything that we are going to pick. And oh boy, do we have a wide range of genres. We have a weird F1 book. We have a couple of cozy fantasies. We have a short story collection. We have a thriller. We have some other things that I'm probably forgetting, but I'm excited to read them with all of you. Please let me know what you are most excited to be reading this April. Let me know what you think I should be picking up as well, if it's not on this list. Let me know if you've read any of these things, what you thought of them, if I should be excited or not so excited to pick them up. I want to hear the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it, please. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you on Friday. This is just a bonus video for you where we will be talking about everything that we read in March and in February. It'll be a big wrap up. The reading slump is over. I feel like I've been a little slumpy. I'm back up to reading over 10 books a month, so very happy about that. We have a lot to chat about that you have not seen in any vlogs, so stay tuned for that. I will see you then. Bye.